Good evening. You're watching this special broadcast coming to you live from Banaras. Tonight we are at the Assi Mandir, right in front of it, where the ghats are still buzzing with activity. There's not a dull moment in Banaras as news comes in from Vadodara. So really here the news that everybody in Banaras was waiting to confirm has now been confirmed. Narendra Modi is contesting from here in Varanasi, but he's also going to be contesting a second seat from Vadodara. On the program tonight, from Vadodara to Varanasi, from Baroda to Banaras, no matter whether you use the old name or the contemporary name, it's a tale of two cities and a tale of two seats. Mulayam Singh Yadav and Narendra Modi are both fighting from two seats. Is this a healthy sign for democracy? What does it signify? Remember, Buck Stops Here is now on the road to 2014. Every night we'll be broadcasting to you from the field, from locations such as this, bringing you the voices of the people on the ground. So if you're tired of the same old Delhi voices, we're breaking that pattern on this program tonight. In fact, right here with me at the Assi Ghat, three prominent voices of Banaras on what they feel about Mr. Modi's decision to contest from two seats. We're joined by Dipankar Chaudhary. He belongs to one of the oldest and most prominent families of Banaras. We're also joined by Ankita Khatri. She's a prominent advertising professional from the city. And Ehsan Khan. He's, of course, also another well-known businessman of Banaras. We'll also, of course, be joined by national political voices in just a moment. Also, coming up on the program, our special segment, Chai Stop. Today's Chai Stop on our road to 2014 is from one of the country's best-known universities. And I have to tell you, this is one of the most volatile arguments I've ever seen on a university campus. Chai Stop from BHU on whether politicians should contest two seats will be coming up later in the program.
Right now, Varanasi is like Peoply Live.
All the crews are here, right?
All the crews are here.
Yeah.
And after the election, no matter who wins, Varanasi will slip into oblivion after that. And this is very unfortunate that the BJP is using the Hindutva thing.
No. I don't agree with him because Modi is synonym, sir.
You must allow him to speak. One minute. That's coming up later in the program, that heated debate at the campus of the Banaras Hindu University. For now, it's time to update all our viewers as we broadcast from Banaras tonight, all the latest political happenings in Delhi, in Gandhinagar, in Vadodara. My colleague Rahul Srivastav is joining me from Delhi. Rohit Ban is joining me from Baroda, where it is now confirmed that Narendra Modi will be contesting his second seat. And I'm, of course, in Banaras. And before we look at the political significance, let's bring ourselves up to speed with the news. Rohit, to you first. Celebrations, of course, in Baroda, but now a competition between Banaras and Baroda. Where will Mr. Modi stay if he wins both seats?
Well, Barkha, if we were to go by what the senior party leaders here and people of the city have been saying, they would want Narendra Modi to retain his Vadodara seat if he wins both the seats. In fact, right since the announcement was made, there were celebrations all across the city. You can see behind me. In fact, celebrations have already begun. In fact, firecrackers, a large number of party workers who were assembled here right since morning. They were waiting for the announcement. In fact, some very tense moment in the last few hours when it came surface that there could be a toss-off between Ahmedabad East and Vadodara. But eventually, the party workers and the leaders here are happy finally that he has chosen to contest from Vadodara as well. In fact, we are joined by one senior party leader, a former mayor, Mr. Sunil Solanki. Sir, आपको क्या लगता है नरेंद्र मोदी का ये लड़ना यहाँ से हम तक कितना सिंबॉलिक होगा आपके लिए?
आज हमें वडोदरा के सभी नगरजनों को बेहद खुशी है कि हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनने जा रहे आदरणीय श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी यहाँ से चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। वैसे तो ये उनकी कर्मभूमि है और हमें बेहद खुशी है और पूरे इंडिया में हम इतनी कोशिश करेंगे कि आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई मोदी ज्यादा से ज्यादा लीड से यहाँ कर जीत के जाए।
पर अगर दोनों सीटों से जीते हैं मोदी जी और अगर कल उन्होंने ये डिसाइड किया कि वो वाराणसी रिटेन करेंगे, बड़ौदा छोड़ेंगे, तो क्या दुख होगा?
नहीं, हमें कुछ नहीं दुख होगा। हम तो इतना ही चाहते हैं कि हमारे ये नरेंद्र मोदी आने वाले दिन में ये भारत का भविष्य तय करने वाले हैं, इसीलिए हमें कोई यहाँ पर दुख नहीं है। हम यहाँ पर वडोदरा के सभी नगरजन आज उनकी ये खुशी में, पूरा माहौल हमारा ये खुशी का है और हम लोग चाहते हैं कि आगे आने वाले दिन में नरेंद्र भाई मोदी वडोदरा के पीएम बने।
So there you have Barkha. In fact, they already declared him as a PM material and saying that we want him to be a PM from Vadodara. Even if he decides to leave the seat and give Varanasi more precedence, still they're believing that they will continue to favor Gujarat Chief Minister and the BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate. In fact, we're also joined by the Baroda BJP Chief Bharat Dangar. भरत भाई, फाइनली मोदी जी का यहाँ से सीट का डिक्लेरेशन हुआ है, कितने टेंस थे? आपको काफी घंटों से ये रहस्य ये चल रहा था कि सस्पेंस चल रहा था कि क्या वो यहाँ से लड़ेंगे क्या अहमदाबादी से, अभी कैसा लगता है?
मुझे लगता है कि पूरे देश में सबसे ज्यादा नसीबदार हम लोग हैं जो हमको ये मौका मिला है कि हम प्राइम मिनिस्टर को वोट करने जा रहे हैं। वी आर सो लकी। ये बहुत कम लोगों को वोट करने का मौका मिलता है। सबको इच्छा है नरेंद्र मोदी को सपोर्ट करने की, नरेंद्र मोदी के लिए कैंपेन करने की, नरेंद्र मोदी को वोट देने की, लेकिन सबके नसीब में बात नहीं है। वडोदरा भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नसीबदार लोग हैं जो नरेंद्र मोदी को डायरेक्ट वोट करेंगे।
So there you have voices from Baroda. In fact, celebrations across the city. In fact, people on the streets of Vadodara celebrating this moment.
Right, Baroda is of course clamoring. Rohit, Baroda is clamoring to have its Prime Minister and Banaras is also clamoring to have a Prime Minister. But the big question is that if Mr. Modi wins both seats, which ones will he keep? That's of course a long-term question. In the more immediate, the BJP has to confront the Advani question. Now, the BJP has announced that LK Advani will be contesting from Gandhinagar in Gujarat. But all day long, there were reports that Mr. Advani would prefer to contest from Bhopal instead. The symbolism of this, of course, is no coincidence. Mr. Advani seemed to be closer to Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Sushma Swaraj and Nitin Gadkari now meeting Mr. Advani as we speak to try and convince him to accept the decision of the party. Have the Advani-Modi fault lines erupted yet again on the day when Mr. Modi's name has been confirmed from Baroda as well as Banaras? Can Mr. Advani still spoil the BJP's party? Rahul Srivastav joining me for more on that. Rahul, how do we read what's happening behind the scenes as far as the Advani-Modi camp war is concerned? One believed that there had been a truce. Have those fault lines been wrenched open again?
Barkha, you said that Banaras and Baroda are the scene of action right now, but I'm telling you, the BJP office in Delhi always is, I think, a reporter's envy. One should be here because this place is never devoid of drama. All day long, the BJP had to go through some miserable time, Barkha, because at the end of the day, it wanted to do this. Get this name here. Seat Gandhinagar, Shri Lalkesh Advani, who is the chairman BJP parliamentary party. To get this point here, the BJP really had to struggle. LK Advani, senior patriarch of the party, who had skipped Narendra Modi's anointment as the campaign chief in Goa on June 9th. Then he skipped the BJP's parliamentary board on September 13th when he was anointed the prime ministerial candidate. Perhaps his camp was giving an argument that he should go to Bhopal. One, because they are unsure that the Gandhinagar BJP unit will work hard and enthusiastically to ensure that Advani wins from there. Also, there was a hint that if Advani shifts to Bhopal, migrates to Bhopal from Gandhinagar, it might give a Rajnath from Lucknow, Modi from Varanasi and Arun Jaitley from Amritsar kind of political signal. That's what Advani camp was saying. The Modi camp was saying no. If Mr. Advani shifts to Bhopal, it will be impacting brand Modi. Our opponents will say that Mr. Advani has shifted. Even he is uncomfortable in Narendra Modi's Gujarat. It was a clash between the two. The BJP BJP state unit had named only one name from Gandhinagar, LK Advani. But Advani was saying, let's go to Bhopal. And perhaps in the afternoon, Modi threw his weight behind LK Advani from Gandhinagar and eventually first the parliamentary board and then the subordinate body, the election committee said, no, Mr. Mr. Advani will have to go to Gandhinagar. Now, what is interesting here is that though he is sidelined, but yet again LK Advani seems to have proved that he is relevant. Also, what is a deep fear in the hearts of Modi's supporters is that if Advani had shifted to Bhopal and the BJP does well, say 20 odd seats in Madhya Pradesh, then Advani could have controlled that mass backed by the tacit support of Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan in the post-poll scenario. If the verdict was tight, it could have been a problematic scene. Advani is yet to say yes, but now at least he is committed with the parliamentary board and the CEC saying that he is going to Gandhinagar, which means Advani will have to defy the top two bodies of the party. One will have to wait for what eventually happens.
All right, we'll come back to you, Rahul Srivastav, as we broadcast tonight from the Assi Ghat in Banaras. We're asking whether politicians should be contesting from 2 seats. Rohit Bhan in Baroda, Rahul Srivastav in Delhi, thanks very much for joining us. As we said, we're here at the Assi Ghat in Banaras on an evening when it has been confirmed that Narendra Modi will also be fighting from Baroda, not just from Banaras. We have here 3 prominent voices of Banaras, and we'll be putting this question to them. Does this somewhat dampen the fervor, because Banaras was so excited about having a possible prime ministerial candidate? But first, let's get the national perspective in. We're joined by Assi Ghat. She's joining us from Ahmedabad tonight. She's, of course, a leader of the Gujarat BJP. We're also joined by Rajiv Shukla, senior leader of the Congress party and minister in the outgoing government. And from Lucknow tonight, we're joined by Gaurav Bhatia, senior leader of the Samajwadi Party. Assi Ghat, let me start by asking you, a number of people will say, and here in Banaras especially where I am, they're asking me, why does Mr. Modi have to fight from 2 seats? Why was Banaras not enough? Why also Baroda?
2 important reasons for that. Why can a candidate not fight from 2 places? The second important point would be that Gujarat is the model which we want to take across the country. Gujarat is the homeland. The excitement in Gujarat is far more than the rest of the country, because Narendra Modi is a Gujarati. So obviously this is the hometown, this is the model we want to replicate, this is the symbol and signal that we want to send across the country. So obviously we want all the 26 seats from Gujarat, and Mr. Modi definitely has to connect from Gujarat also.
Okay, but if he wins both seats, I heard you say because the excitement is greater in Gujarat, he's a Gujarati. But in Banaras, where I am, where the ghats are buzzing with excitement also, they'll say if Mr. Modi wins, which one will he keep? And which one will he leave?
It's equally there in Banaras and rest of India. And Banaras, we should not forget, is a very important sacred city with a real picture of India, 18% Muslims. And I remember Mr. Modi visiting Banaras last November 13, and he visited a temple, and adjoining was a mosque, a single wall. And I know when he went there were Muslims next door. It was a Friday in November, and the Muslim greeted him with flowers. So I think that is very important, that Banaras is a place of a sacred place where I believe no riots have taken place. The Hindu and the Muslim community intermingling is the best in India and Banaras. It is very strategic place for a political point of view.
But ma'am, the question still remains.
It's very important that Modi ji also
contest from Banaras, but the question still remains, is the phenomenon of 2 seats actually something that's good for democracy? Will it end up disappointing either the people of Banaras or the people of Baroda? If Mr. Modi wins 2 seats, which ones will he keep? We'll come back to you. Let's open up this debate. Rajiv Shukla, the Congress has of course been saying if there is such a Modi, I'll come back to you, Assi ji. Okay, one sentence, then Rajiv Shukla. Asif, complete the thought.
Yeah, it's very important that Mr. Modi connects with Gujarat and again with the rest of India, and especially through Banaras, because we for Vadodara and we for Banaras, we BJP people think we for victory and we for uniting India. So I think that excitement has to take from Vadodara to Banaras, and it's a win-win seat for us, both the places. And no matter where Mr. Modi will decide to choose one, it's not going to lessen the excitement.
Okay, so Rajiv Shukla, the BJP is saying it's V for Varanasi, V for Vadodara, V for victory. The Congress is saying if itni hawa hai to do jagah se kyun lad rahe hain? But can the Congress really afford that criticism? Because you know your history. Indira Gandhi has contested from 2 seats in the past. I think it was Medak and Rai Bareli. Sonia Gandhi has contested from Bellary and Amethi. You have other leaders, Akhilesh Yadav, Lalu Prasad Yadav. So why is the Congress only criticizing Narendra Modi for this? Why are you not criticizing Mulayam Singh Yadav, for example, with the same energy? Rajiv Shukla.
Well, Mulayam Singh Yadav is also criticized for that. But you know, in Narendra Modi's case, things are different. He can't think beyond Gujarat. For him, you know, his politics is confined to Gujarat only. So he only talks about Gujarat. Wherever he goes, he won't talk about other states. He will only cite the model of Gujarat. And which half truth. I mean, if you go by Planning Commission's data, you know, the data which are being given by him of development are completely wrong. So he can't think beyond Gujarat, and he is feeling confident by contesting from Gujarat only. He is not that confident about Varanasi because he thinks if he loses, and so he won't be able to become the Prime Minister, or he won't be able to become the leader of opposition. So what he is thinking that he must contest from Gujarat, so in any case...
But Rajiv ji, what about when
even if he
Congress
loses from Varanasi, then it won't make any difference.
But Rajiv ji, you say Mr. Modi can't think beyond Gujarat, but what about when Indira Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi have contested 2 seats?
No, Sonia Gandhi had not contested 2 seats. Sonia Gandhi had gone to Bellary when this issue had been raised about, the South India, that she should contest from South India as well. Then she had gone to North and South that way. Mrs. Gandhi has also gone to Medak because of that region. Chikmagalur she had gone because Janata Party government was here. They were, they were doing their level best to throw her from the parliament. Here in this case, he is not confident about Varanasi. He thinks he is going to garner support in UP. That's why he is doing this tactics. But I think people of UP will teach him a lesson.
Okay, let me take this to Gaurav Bhatia. The Congress is saying...
Intermingling of two community. He has gone to breach that intermingling. That's the problem.
We'll take that back to Asifa Khan of the BJP, but first Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav Bhatia, for once, the Samajwadi Party actually can't criticize the BJP because Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav is also contesting from Azamgarh and Mainpuri. So on what basis will you criticize Mr. Modi for doing the same?
Barkha, the issue here is not of a person contesting from 2 seats, and just to share some information with you and the viewers, this question whether a candidate can contest from 2 seats or not, the Supreme Court is now seized with the matter. They've issued the notice. It would not have any bearing for this, at least the forthcoming 2014 elections. If we are criticizing Mr. Modi, it is on more substantial grounds, and the grounds are these. Modi has been highlighted to be a pro-development leader, but he does not choose any, backward area in UP to contest. He chooses Kashi, and there is a reason for doing that, because there is this hidden agenda of Hindutva that the BJP has been harping on. They want to incite communal feelings. They want to see that, they take advantage of religion. And that is why the Samajwadi Party, being the strongest party in the state, has decided to field Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav, who is by far the tallest leader of the state and the country, who can fight this communal politics of Mr. Modi.
But Gaurav, if you accuse the BJP of playing the politics, Gaurav, let me get a question in. If you accuse the BJP of playing the politics of polarization, isn't Mulayam Singh Yadav guilty of doing the same? Because Azamgarh, why is he choosing Azamgarh? Isn't it to woo the Muslim vote? You're saying BJP
there
has come to Banaras for the Hindu vote. So how has the Samajwadi Party gone to Azamgarh for the Muslim vote?
To talk about a particular community and their upliftment cannot be equated to inciting communal feelings. And please understand, the only party that used a picture of a god was the BJP during rallies of Narendra Modi. The only party where people are heard chanting slogans on religious lines is the BJP. Har Har Mahadev, Mandir yahi banega. Our party has never done that. We have talked about upliftment of a particular community. based on Sachar Committee report, Ranganath Commission report.
I'm going to allow Asifa to come in there. I'm going to allow Asifa to come in there briefly, and then I want to talk to my guests here. Okay, Gaurav. Okay, Gaurav. Okay, Gaurav. Asifa, briefly, please, and my guests here.
People from the Samajwadi Party, yes.
Yeah.
People from the Samajwadi Party should be the last to say anything about communalism or communal harmony. There are 150 riots, and everybody knows in UP what the situation of the Muslims is over there. And Muzaffarnagar is merely 70 kilometers away from Delhi. So people sitting in Delhi ought to be responsible for what has happened in Muzaffarnagar. And why are you so upset about Mr. Modi contesting from Varanasi? Does he not have a right as
Gujarat
a citizen
saw
of this
the largest
India?
carnage
Why
in the
should
country.
you think on
More than
communal lines?
1,200 people lost their lives.
Gujarat or did Mr. Modi send out a signal?
We might be answerable to the general public, but at least the BJP cannot point fingers.
I think
your
you should
leader, Mr. Narendra
you should
Modi,
be
has not
answering
even
on the
taken
question
responsibility
where the
for
Prime
those riots.
Minister of this country made
No,
a
why don't you
statement
first
that the
apologize to the
resources,
country for the Vadodara riots?
the first benefit of the resources of this country should go to the Muslims. I think that was a communal. That was a communal.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt here. I'm going to interrupt here. I am going to interrupt here. Asifa Khan, Gaurav Bhatia.
Should have said innocent Indians.
Please, I'm going to shout above you now. I'm going to shout above you. Okay, I'm interrupting there. Asifa ji and Gaurav Bhatia ji. Give us a second. You're both very angry, but I'm requesting the national politicians now to just pause. Just pause.
Angry,
Let's hear from the people here on
Barka,
the ground.
You can ask us
a
question
Gaurav.
about riots. It's fair. The public can ask us a question about riots.
Yeah, 1 minute.
But Asifa ji and her party cannot ask us a question about riots when they have been orchestrating
ask
riots in Muzaffarnagar and Godhra.
You know, I have to say, I don't know if our cameras can pick it up, but I'm listening to you all, but I'm looking at a beautiful moon over the ghats of Banaras, where there's a sense of serenity. And then I'm hearing all this political argument, and these are the contradictions of India, and we're going to try and get, I think, one of those cameras that they're turning around to try and get that moon there. Look at that moon, and let's all be calm. Let's bring the temperatures down, and let's talk to our guests here on the ground. You're all laughing. You're hearing these politicians almost kill themselves, right? And each other. Let me introduce our guest from Banaras again tonight. Okay, glad to hear that. Dipankar Chaudhary, Ankita Khatri, Ehsan Khan from Banaras. Let me start with you, Dipankar. How do you receive this news as somebody from Varanasi that Narendra Modi will be fighting from here as well as from Baroda?
Well, I would say that it is perfectly okay. I mean, a person fighting from two cities.
You don't mind?
I don't mind at all. Rather, I would say that he has already done a lot of developments in Gujarat. It's the time for our part of city, I mean our part of country.
Are you worried though that he'll have to give up one seat?
Why would he give up? I mean...
he has to choose one if he wins both.
It's his decision in that case, but there is so much development to be done here. Gujarat is already developed. An entrepreneur like Mr. Modi would always choose a place where he can put some development, something new. As if he's saying a lot about Gujarat. There would be a time when he would be talking a lot about Uttar Pradesh also. And
so you're responding to Rajiv Shukla saying he can't think beyond Gujarat. You're saying let him now not think beyond you.
I would say that just broaden your outlook and come down. We are talking about India. We are talking about development of India, not only Gujarat.
Ehsan, let me ask you, what do you believe? Because there's also this courtship that's going on of the Muslim vote. Some people believe the Muslims will never look at the BJP. Some people believe Banaras has moved on beyond that. What do you think?
Banaras has definitely moved beyond that. We are much above all these thinking about, communal tensions and all that.
Okay.
And this development about him running from Vadodara, I guess.
So he's now running from both seats?
Yeah, running from both seats. And it is a bit disappointing because I have a feeling that he will definitely choose Vadodara rather than Varanasi.
Why do you say that?
He's more comfortable there. He's got, I don't know, maybe, and he has to spell it out basically. And then once he leaves... And
why does that disappoint you, this development?
It does, because we have these expectations if somebody, Mr. Modi is coming here, probably he'll do something. In the past, we have had not a very good experience with our MPs. And we need somebody who will do something for us, be there for us. When we have floods, when we have a problem, be there for us and stand by for us. But if he leaves, who else?
Dipankar, respond to that, because you said you are not concerned. He is, and he's saying what people of Banaras care about are the local issues. A number of people weren't actually happy with the incumbent member of parliament, Murli Manohar Joshi. They saw him as a bit of an outsider. What Ehsan is really saying is, ye dobara na ho jaye.
नहीं, दोबारा तो नहीं होगा. इसलिए नहीं होगा क्योंकि मिस्टर मोदी, as far as I have seen in the news and as far as I know the politics, he is more of a person oriented toward development and infrastructure and things like that. So he must have thought of something while putting himself to Banaras seat. And I don't think that he would straight away reject a seat, because if he does that, then I think he'll be out of UP forever.
So two very different perspectives, that if he gives up Banaras, he'll be out of UP forever. I'm going to take that back to the BJP spokesperson. Ankita, what do you think?
For me also, I'll go with Mr. Khan, because we, going with our past experiences, we have not been very happy with the delegates whom we have trusted so much. Mr. Joshi was also a very A-grade listed candidate from Varanasi. He could have done so much for the city, but we were left so neglected.
So what about this development now that he's fighting from both seats? What do you think of that?
See, if he's fighting from both seats, we are definitely happy. We are excited. Like Modi ji is a big name. He is a celebrated politician. So we are really happy that Varanasi is coming to so much limelight. But then we are again very scared that once the shosha, this marriage is over, will it last forever? Like this is like one day boom for us, these elections. So much of shosha, so much happiness, band baja Bharat. And but then we left alone. I have one line to say, like which I feel from very much from my heart. It goes like this: देखे हमें नसीब से अब अपने क्या मिले, अब तक तो जो भी दोस्त मिले बेवफा मिले.
Let me take that back to Asifa, Rajiv and Gaurav Bhatia. Asifa Khan, you're hearing the voices of the people of Banaras. Now, this is a Sankat Dharam for the BJP. You have put Modi from both places. But even those who are enthusiastic about him, they say UP will not forgive him, Banaras will not forgive him if he wins and leaves them. So isn't this a huge dilemma, Asifa?
It cannot be a dilemma and it cannot be a dharma sankat for us, because we Gujaratis have had Narendra Modi ji for the past 12 years. So definitely we'll open out our hearts and we will tell Mr. Modi that the sentiments of the people of Uttar Pradesh and Banarasi want you more, and definitely we'll be happy to ask him to continue with his seat at Varanasi.
But then why was it important, Asifa, for Baroda? If you're ready to open your hearts, why was the Vadodara seat important?
See, Gujarat is the cynosure of the entire nation, entire globe today. So it is very important that Mr. Modi has his presence in Gujarat. That is ultimate. And now, India being a diversified, vast nation, geographically and strategically, we also wanted someone to be fielded from some constituency from Uttar Pradesh, where Mr. Modi could come across. And so Banaras was the best location. Banaras was the best strategic place. It is a symbol of unity and peace, intermingling of two communities, a historic place. Definitely, why not Banaras? And we would definitely make way through UP to Delhi.
Okay, Rajiv Shukla, tell me something. You're saying Narendra Modi can't think beyond Gujarat. My question to you is, the Congress hasn't even decided who to field against him here. At least Arvind Kejriwal has said, "Main ladne aa raha hoon." Today we have seen two of your leaders, Digvijay Singh and Anand Sharma, say, "We are ready to fight against Modi if the party wants us to." Is the party going to even take on Mr. Modi seriously, either in Banaras or in Baroda?
Well, Congress will shortly decide its candidate, and that will be announced in due course. That's not a problem, because the election is there, I believe, scheduled for 7th of May, so there's enough time. What I really want to say that this is not a news to us that Narendra Modi is going to contest from Varanasi. We have been knowing it for almost a month that he would contest from Varanasi. Actually, Modi's declaration was delayed because there was, opposition from within the BJP. Dr. Joshi, Murli Manohar Joshi, was opposing his candidature tooth and nail. He didn't want him to contest. So half of the BJP was against him, and they didn't want him to be fielded from Varanasi, because know that he hasn't got any love for Varanasi. Before having his political ambition, he never been to Vishwanath temple. When he decided that he would contest for Varanasi, he came and had darshan of Vishwanath, Kashi Vishwanath temple, which the BJP spokesperson is referring that people who of Muslim community, they came with bouquet and all that. I don't know what, I mean, how much truth is in that statement, but he never, otherwise prior to that, he never been to Kashi and Vishwanath temple. He never came to Kashi Vishwanath temple. So he didn't have any love for Varanasi. Had he been having some love, some affection, some intimacy towards the city, would have come in the past also. So, I mean, you can realize that he's only aiming towards polarization. That's why he has come there.
But do you, Rajiv Shukla, hold the Samajwadi Party also guilty of polarization? What do you make of Mulayam Singh Yadav's choice of Azamgarh, Rajiv Shukla? I haven't heard you talk about Mulayam Singh Yadav's 2 seats.
Well, Mulayam Singh Yadav ji, you know, earlier also had contested from 2 seats. Azamgarh he must be looking at West UP and East UP. So is one seat he wants to contest from Central UP, another seat he must be wanting to contest from East UP.
So he is allowed, but Mr. Modi is not.
Population
the Congress
of Yadav
has
also.
No problem with Mr. Mulayam Singh
got
Yadav's 2
sizable
seats.
Population of Yadav also, that's why he must be contesting from there.
But you are not criticizing him. You are not criticizing Mulayam Singh Yadav.
My first sentence, the first sentence of this debate started with criticism of Mulayam Singh, that he should also avoid contesting from 2 seats.
Let's bring in Gaurav Bhatia there. Gaurav Bhatia, why Azamgarh? You say, why Kashi to Narendra Modi? I ask you, why Azamgarh for Mulayam Singh Yadav?
I have clarified earlier also that if there is any leader who enjoys the confidence of the people in UP, who can counter this venomous communal politics of Mr. Narendra Modi, then it is only Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav. Azamgarh has a very important locational advantage in terms of the constituents of the constituency also. It is helpful to us, and it would send a wave of Samajwadi Party in the entire eastern UP region. And as pointed out by Mr. Shukla, Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav in the past has also contested from 2 seats, and both the seats are from UP. He is not a Barsati Mendak like Mr. Narendra Modi, who is coming to UP and then will fly away when he lose the Varanasi seat. So, that is the main difference.
So
the
which
second
one will,
thing,
so you're calling Mr. Modi a Barsati Mendak. 1 minute. You're calling Mr. Modi a Barsati Mendak. But which seat will Mulayam Singh Yadav keep? I'm going to allow Asifa to respond to that, but which seat will Mulayam Singh Yadav keep? Why is he not a Barsati Mendak also then?
Barka, I can assure you that the wishes of the people would be taken into account. And also, Barsati Mendak is a phrase, Asifa ji. There is nothing derogatory about it. It's a Hindi phrase that is used for temporary,
the venomous language, you use for Mr. Modi. I think you shouldn't be. We can go endlessly for Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav,
for him.
But you use your language. Please go and check. Please check your language. You use the most venomous language, the language of hatred, which is not good for Indian democracy.
You can check a book of Muhavras,
to be polite,
and you will get this phrase in a book of Muhavras. There is nothing derogatory about it.
You should check for yourself. Why did you choose Azamgarh? Better answer the question. Answer the question and answer the development model of UP which you are talking about.
I don't know why I am interrupted when I am speaking.
Please answer that question.
I did not interrupt Asma ji when she was speaking.
Because of your language. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not interested in your language.
I want to make a bigger point.
Gaurav Bhatia, was your language? Is it appropriate to call a prime ministerial candidate a Barsati Mendak?
It's not about it's about the venomous language you use anywhere that suits you the best. What I want to say is, Rajiv Shukla ji,
he never spoke about the UP state. He never spoke about the vision that he had for UP.
Okay, Asifa has a question for Rajiv Shukla, then I have to start ending here.
Development in the state of UP earlier. It's...
Rajiv Shukla.
Okay, Asifa, what's your question for Rajiv? Asifa, what's your question for Rajiv?
I don't even want to answer you. But
okay, come on.
Let me tell Rajiv that he very well knew a month back when Mr. Modi is going to contest elections. But then he doesn't know where Rahul Gandhi will be contesting, who the prime ministerial candidate will be. 2012 state assembly elections, Gujarat, they didn't have a leader, and now they don't have a leader at the national also. And it is so surprising, they knew all this a month ago about Mr. Modi. So all eyes, all minds only for Mr. Modi. Well, Rajiv Shukla ji, you should be answering important questions which this country needs to know. Which model will you follow? The Vadra model for this country, the A.K. Antony model for this country, the railway ministry model for this country, the Adarsh Society scam for this country, the 2G, the Commonwealth model for this country. Which model are going to follow? Tell us. We have a
okay, let Rajiv Shukla respond.
And Mr. Modi has been
I'm telling you, Barka.
Best chief minister of this country.
Okay, Rajiv, let Rajiv Shukla answer, please.
By your government.
Let Rajiv Shukla
what
answer.
model are you going to follow?
Rajiv
Please
Shukla
tell
answer.
the nation.
Yes.
Let Rajiv
I will
Shukla
tell
answer,
her
please.
what model.
Please
First
answer.
of all, I want to make it very clear that from day one it was clear that Mr. Rahul Gandhi is going to contest from Amethi. There is no dispute about it. So if BJP people are not aware of it, then it's their problem. Secondly, as far as she's asking about model, you know, we are not going to follow Bangaru Lakshman model. We are not going to follow this Kargil coffin model. We are not going to follow what Mr. Pramod Mahajan did in telecom. We are not going to follow what Mr. Yedurappa did. Yedurappa model also we are not going to follow. So I can tell you hundreds of models of BJP which can be followed by other political parties. So she should not talk about models.
Okay.
So, I mean, on all these are proven corruption charges. Look, I have also submitted the report. So, all these models first, she should ponder over it. Then she should respond to us.
Awards to Gujarat government.
Make one quick point.
I have to intervene.
I am telling Bangaru Lakshman model, will you follow?
I have to intervene here.
Yedurappa model, will you follow?
I have to intervene here. I have to intervene here.
Yedurappa model, she has already followed.
We have to end.
Please.
We have
so
to
all
end.
these models she should read first. Then only she should have cheeks to come on television and talk about it.
Okay, 30 seconds to all of you, and then my guests here get the last word. Okay, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Gaurav Bhatia, your 30 seconds starts now. 30 seconds. Gaurav.
Yeah. Barka, the two real worries for every person who resides in this country are, one is communal politics of BJP, which I have elaborated upon, and second is non-inclusive growth for the minority community, lack of adequate representation. And I would urge you to scan their list for the Lok Sabha elections, and you will see out of the 270 seats, only 7 are Muslims. So why are they not letting the Muslim community also come forward and represent their party? That's a big question.
Okay. Rajiv Shukla, your 30 seconds. Rajiv Shukla, your 30 seconds.
Well, Barkha, you are sitting in a very sacred place, which is called Assi Ghat. That was an epicenter of Goswami Tulsidas, who had written Ramayana. In Ramayana, he had said, Tulsi is sansar mein 5 ratan hai sar. Sat Sangati or Har Bhajan, Daya Dharma Upkar. So Mr. Modi has neither got Daya, not Dharma. He is following, as Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee had said, nor he believes in Upkar. So I think he is not a fit case for Varanasi. This is what I want to say.
Okay, Asifa Khan, your 30 seconds.
I think they need to do their homework. Out of desperation, they have nothing else to say. Give your report card for 10 years. And why is somebody talking about communalism? I think the parties sitting with me today are the most communal. There have been 7,000 MPs elected right from 1947, and only 400 Muslim MPs who was ruling the country for 60-65 years. And now 206 MPs the Congress has. Out of that, there are just 9 Muslims, which is less than 5%. So who is communal? Don't talk about communalism and don't
again
fool
she's
the
telling
Muslims.
lies.
I'm going to say thank you.
There are 9 ministers. There are 9 Muslim ministers. There are not many Muslim MPs in Congress party.
I am going
to
Muslim ministers. I'm going to
just a minute.
She needs to take some lessons from
her party bosses. I'm going to have to end.
She should do
I'm going to have to end.
I'm
I'm out of time. I'm out of time. I'm out of time. I'm out of time. Asifa Khan, Rajiv Shukla and Gaurav Bhatia will revisit this debate. We'll say thank you to you tonight. My guests here get quick last words. We'll start with you, Dipankar.
I think we have been speculating so far. Why can't we be optimistic? That would be the last word.
And you'd hope that Mr. Modi chooses Banaras if he wins both. Ankita.
That's right. I also hope I take this opportunity at the national television. If Mr. Modi is hearing it, listening to it, please don't leave us disappointed. Please don't leave us for Vadodara.
Yeah, but you're assuming he'll win. Both of you have.
He will win, for sure.
Yes, sir.
We don't have any choice.
I'll keep my cards open. I still have to see what he has to offer me.
Yeah.
And then I will say whether he should stay or go.
And the issue of 2 seats, whether it's Mulayam Singh Yadav or Narendra Modi.
I think it doesn't make sense at all. They should not. I mean, they're wasting public money. They're wasting a lot of breath, and I don't know why they're doing it.
We leave it there. Dipankar, Ankita and Ehsan, and of course to our national politicians. That is one heated debate. But by the way, things can get even more heated in Banaras. If you think this was heated, you have to see what happened at our chai stop on the Banaras Hindu University campus today as we asked whether politicians should contest 2 seats. Our chai stop today comes to you from a place called Varanasi VT. In other words, the Vishwanath temple on the campus of the Banaras Hindu University. Really the academic student hub of Varanasi and in fact of this entire region. Today we'll be asking students here what they think of politicians contesting from more than 1 seat. Let's just get a perspective here. आपसे पूछूंगी यहाँ पे आ जाइए आप आपसे पूछूंगी कि ये जो यहाँ पर उत्तर प्रदेश में कई जगहों में 1 से ज्यादा सीट पर पॉलिटिशियंस लड़ रहे हैं. What do you think of this? आपको क्या लगता है ये अच्छी बात है बुरी बात है कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता?
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You don't care कि एक जगह से आपको नहीं लगता कि एक ही जगह से लड़ना चाहिए?
एक ही जगह से लड़ना चाहिए. फर्क पड़ता है लेकिन इसमें हम क्या कर सकते हैं?
आप क्या कर सकते हैं? आप कह रहे हैं फर्क पड़ता है. इधर आइए. क्यों पड़ता है?
क्योंकि जब फर्क पड़ता है इसलिए क्योंकि अगर गवर्नमेंट जैसे मोदी बनारस से भी लड़ रहे हैं और मोदी बड़ोदरा से भी अगर लड़ेंगे तो दोनों जगह के पब्लिक इलेक्शन दे देती है. दोनों जगह जीत जाते हैं तो उनको एक सीट छोड़नी पड़ेगी. इसमें गवर्नमेंट का लाभ जाता है पैसा जाता है.
ये भी तो और पार्टी भी लालू यादव भी लड़े थे तो उनके पे ऐसा मुद्दा नहीं उठाया कि मोदी पे क्यों ऐसा मुद्दा उठाया जा रहा है मैं समझ में नहीं आया.
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि बाकी लीडर भी करते हैं सिर्फ मोदी पे क्यों फोकस हो रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल क्यों फोकस.
आजमगढ़ से मुलायम सिंह मैनपुरी से भी लड़ रहे हैं और आजमगढ़ से.
लेकिन मैं यहाँ एक मिनट यहाँ पर बहुत से लोग कह रहे हैं that there are people other than Narendra Modi who are also contesting from more than 1 seat. So why focus only on Narendra Modi? Let's just एक मिनट आपसे भी बात करूंगी. I want to talk to some of the women here also. What do you think this business of Modi or Mulayam contesting from more than 1 seat?
If Modi is so much confident of winning the elections and becoming the Prime Minister of India, then why does he need to contest from 2 states? He should 2 seats.
Yeah. Okay, वो आप क्या बोलेंगे?
मैडम ये बता रहा हूँ जितने ये लीडर 2 सीट से लड़ रहे हैं इसका मतलब इनकी अस्मिता खत्म हो गई. ये जीतेंगे नहीं चाहे वो मोदी हो चाहे मुलायम सिंह. इस तरह के जितने लीडर हैं इनका मतलब इनका जनता पर और देश पर कोई विश्वास नहीं है. केवल इनका ये सिद्ध हो चुका है कि 2 जगह से वो सरकार.
इनसे कौन सहमत है और कौन नहीं सहमत?
Madam, I don't like to agree with that person because in our constitution there is no such a system that a person cannot contest from 2 seats. And if Modi is contesting or Mulayam is contesting from 2 seats, no problem. He will be winning and I think Narendra Modi will do all the work for development and Modi is synonymous of development.
Okay, so opinion is actually very divided. The debate here getting very volatile. Some students also raising slogans. A divided set of opinions here at the place that's known as the Varanasi VT. Let's explain to our viewers where we are. We're at this hubbing chai shop at the Vishwanath temple on the Banaras Hindu University campus, and we're asking people. हम यहाँ लोगों से पूछ रहे हैं कि ये जो एक रिवाज है 2 सीटों से लड़ने का उसका क्या नेशनल पॉलिटिक्स पे असर पड़ेगा. हम लोगों को बताना चाहते हैं कि ये सभी लोगों ने किया है. ये इंदिरा गांधी ने भी किया है, ये सोनिया गांधी ने भी किया है, ये अपने टाइम में वाजपेयी ने भी किया है, ये मुलायम सिंह यादव ने भी किया है, ये नेहरू की भी बात आती है. What do you think? ये अच्छी बात है बुरी बात है कि लोगों को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता?
Well, I think that I'd like to say that right now Varanasi is like Peoply Live.
All the crews are here. Right?
All the crews are here.
Yeah.
And after the election, no matter who wins, Varanasi will slip into oblivion after that. And this is very unfortunate that the BJP is using the Hindutva thing.
No. I don't agree with him because Modi is synonym, sir.
You must allow him to speak. One minute. As you can see, there was somebody who wanted to make a point about Narendra Modi, not happy with the fact that Mr. Modi is contesting from 2 seats, but he was shouted down. He was shouted down by other students. I'm now going to try and get to a place where there's a little more order. We're going to try and talk to some of the women. We're going to try and talk to some of the women here. ये जो बात चल रही है कि 2 सीट्स पे लोगों को लड़ना चाहिए या नहीं, इसके बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
मेरे ख्याल से वो कुछ सही कर रहा है. वो सही कर रहा है.
2 सीट्स
ये गलत है. क्योंकि अगर वो कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं है, and if they win from both seats, fighting from 2 seats.
Now you try to, आप लोगों ने वो जो अपनी बात रख रहे थे, आपने उनको चिल्ला के रोक दिया. आप लोगों ने ऐसा क्यों किया?
मैम, वन थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू से, काशी धर्म की और सांस्कृतिक नगरी है और यहाँ पर किसी भी वक्तव्य को बोलने से पहले व्यक्ति को ध्यान देना चाहिए कि वो क्या बोल रहा है.
लेकिन फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच भी तो है ये यूनिवर्सिटी कैंपस.
That's what I'm saying. मैं बस ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि कोई भी व्यक्ति अगर यहाँ से लड़ता है तो वो व्यक्ति यहाँ का क्षेत्र का होना चाहिए. मैं सपोर्ट करता हूँ मोदी को, लेकिन ये इस बात की क्या गारंटी है कि वो अगर यहाँ से लड़ेंगे तो ये बनारस का विकास करेंगे?
ये भी तो मतलब नहीं कि हम यहाँ से किसी बलात्कारी या किसी रेपिस्ट
उनको बोलने तो दें. आप एक दूसरे को बोलने क्यों नहीं?
जिस प्रकार भारत को हम एक घर मानते हैं और उसके राज्यों को अपने एक मकान का कमरा मानते हैं, ठीक उसी तरह अगर मोदी अपने क्षेत्र यानी गुजरात से यहाँ से लड़ रहे हैं तो वो यहाँ का कितना विकास करेंगे, इसको हमको ध्यान में रखना चाहिए. यह एक सोचने का विषय हो सकता है.
अच्छा, so opinion really a very divided house here at the Varanasi VT. Let's get a sense from people in this corner. यहाँ पर बात चल रही है कि जो नेता दो सीट पर लड़ते हैं और बहुत से नेता 2 सीट पे लड़े हैं, चाहे वो नरेंद्र मोदी हो चाहे मुलायम सिंह यादव हो. इस बात को लेकर ये आप क्या सोचेंगे?
जी गौरव
बताइए.
नरेंद्र मोदी इज द बेस्ट.
नरेंद्र मोदी इज द बेस्ट. बट आर यू वरीड? मेरा एक सवाल तो पूछने दीजिए. बट अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर सेइंग कि अगर वो बनारस से जीत गए और फिर वो छोड़ के चले गए, फिर क्या होगा?
नहीं लड़ना चाहिए 2 सीट से नहीं लड़ना चाहिए. कमजोरी के
बनारस से सीट लेने के लिए उन्होंने इतना मेहनत किया जोशी जी को मनाने के लिए. वो अगर छोड़ेंगे भी तो दूसरा वाला सीट छोड़ेंगे. बनारस
I'm going to try and find my way here. Hoping that the camera people are with me somewhere. Actually, people are getting very, very excited here at the chai shop at the Varanasi VT, the Vishwanath Temple, on the university campus of Banaras Hindu University. It gives you a sense of how volatile, how political, and how divided the debate is. That's it on our chai stop today. Opinion firmly divided in Banaras on the proposal of politicians who contest more than 1 seat, but a number of people in Varanasi saying what matters is someone who makes a commitment to Banaras that lasts. Also talking about Murli Manohar Joshi coming in from the outside last time. People here saying a lot of them supporting Mr. Modi, but they do want him to stay and not give up the seat of Banaras in case he wins. We'll have to end it there. That's it on our chai stop. So volatile but lively like you can only be in Varanasi. It's time now to say goodbye to Dipankar, Ankita and Ehsan and all our viewers tonight. Remember, the ghats are still buzzing with activity, including the Chaatwala, who's still open. And we come to you from the Assi Sumeshwar Mandir, from the ghats of Banaras tonight. Tomorrow night, we'll join you from a different location, from Lucknow, as we travel on the road to 2014. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.